Hello, everyone. This is Christian McCarville. I'm reporting for the Rider News. I recently had the opportunity to get on a Zoom call and Zoom interview with notable Rider alumnus Shaun Clarida. He is a bodybuilder who recently won a very big bodybuilding championship, Mr. Olympia, for his 212 weight class. So I talked a bit about his bodybuilding, talked a bit about the championship, talked a bit about his rider experience. So yeah, let's jump right into it.
So my first question here is kind of what got you into bodybuilding? What kind of pushed you from like normally just normal workouts to full on bodybuilding?
Yeah, so when I started there in 2001, I was actually a walk-on wrestler there at Ryder, and I talked to Coach Taylor and Coach Hanji about possibly walking on and being a starter one day. And at the time, I was only 110 pounds, so they wanted me to kind of get bigger and stronger. So I started training more in the gym there. I think I'm not sure the gym's the same name. It was Mauer Gym, the one in the back of campus. And while I was training, there was a bodybuilder there named Tom Garuba, an old school bodybuilder at the time. He used to compete in the 70s. And he kind of showed me all his medals and his accolades, all his videos. And he persuaded me to do a show. I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Why not? Give it a shot. He said it looked like I had a good physique to do a bodybuilding show. At the time, I was still wrestling there for Ryder as a walk-on. And did my first show in May of 2005 and absolutely fell in love with the sport. The whole process, getting on stage, it was an absolute rush. And I decided to quit wrestling at that time and pursue bodybuilding full time. So that's when I really started getting into more of the bodybuilding training and aspect of life.
Awesome, yeah. And then I appreciate that decision definitely paid off.
Yeah,
Um,
seriously.
and kind of branching off of that, I'd like to congratulate you on winning the Mr. Olympia championship for the 212 weight class.
Thank you.
Um, Kind of like just when you won that, kind of what was really going through your head there? Like, what was your first kind of thought?
Oh man, I don't know if you saw the video, but like as soon as they called, like, because the champion, the guy Kamal was actually the champion from the previous year. So there's either you're gonna hear and new or and still. So and still would have mean obviously he's still the champion, and new would have mean I would have been the new champion. So all I heard when they announced it was and new, and I just completely lost it. I just fell to the floor, started crying. It was just so emotional, the rush, and it was just at that moment I was thinking back to all these years of doing this, the training, the dieting, the losing friends, the whole 9 yards. It just all paid off. This is something that I've absolutely dreamed of, hoped for, and worked toward. And if for it to finally happen, it's just a surreal moment.
It's amazing. Yeah, I imagine that's like a very emotional, very, very impactful moment.
Yeah.
I'd imagine that will stick with you for the rest of your life. And
oh yeah,
awesome to hear.
Without a doubt, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm. So last week in the paper, we talked to students about fitness during the pandemic, kind of maintaining their fitness. So I just wanted to ask you, like as the pandemic happened, as the stay-at-home orders came out as a result of the coronavirus, has that impacted your workout routines, your motivation anyway?
Well, it kind of came in a rough time because I was just preparing to prepare for Olympia and get ready for Olympia. And when I first heard the announcement that gyms are closing, I just thought it'd be maybe a week or so, and then we'd be back to the gym. And when I found out it was actually gonna be a lot longer, that first week I was really depressed because I had nowhere to train. This is something I've done my whole entire life, so for it to be taken away, it's like, what do I do next? But luckily I had some amazing friends. My friend Scott owns a gym. So he gave me the key to his gym, say, hey, come and go as you need. I know you had to get ready for the show. So I trained there literally for 4 or 5 months during the whole pandemic. Everything was closed down. And that's where I trained. That's where I kind of prepared. And it was actually, I would go down in history, say probably one of my best years of off season, because I was kind of just doing all the old school the old school movements, the barbell rows, the T-bar rows, the dumbbell rows, all the heavy compound movements. And it was just me in the gym and my girlfriend training. So we had no distractions, no one there to bother us. And we just kind of secluded ourselves and just kind of just worked the whole entire time.
Good. Yeah, that's really great that you ended up finding a way to get around that. A lot of people were just, they didn't know what to do. It's just a big disruption to our way of life.
Yeah, it definitely. I do. I feel bad for everyone. I couldn't, have access to it, but luckily I was able to get it done and still prepare for the show.
Awesome. And so, seeing as you are a Rider alumnus, I just want to ask you, how has your time at Rider shaped you as a person? Is there anyone specifically that you met at Rider, a professor, someone that is a Rider student that has kind of impacted your life or kind of impacted your career in bodybuilding?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously, the whole entire athletic department, Coach Hanji, Coach Taylor were, I guess they were the ones that kind of pushed me more into getting more into the gym. Because I always trained, I always worked out, but I was never really serious about it. So for them to kind of push me toward getting bigger, getting stronger, to wrestle, that kind of forced me into the gym more. And also that's when I met Tom Garuba, who was the guy who got me into the sport. I met him at the actual gym there. So just being at Rider, just meeting a lot of people, and then again at the staff athletic department, always being into fitness and health. And I was very appreciative of Coach Hanji and Taylor gave me an opportunity just to be able to walk on a team, because it's very hard to walk onto a D1 program in any sport. So they gave me an opportunity, they gave me a chance, and I earned my spot on the team. And so I'm very grateful for them.
Yeah, definitely. Going off of that, are there any people in your life that are big inspirations, big motivation for you to continue your bodybuilding? I'm sure it gets hard at times to continue motivating,
Yeah.
continue getting yourself up to work out. Is there anyone, whether it's someone in your life or just someone that you look up to that keeps you going?
Well, I have a strong team, man. I have a really strong team. My girlfriend and I, we've been together now 6 years. We train every day together. She's been with me every single Olympia. I have two amazing coaches, both Matt Jansen and John Meadows, who handle, well, Matt handles my nutrition and John Meadows handles all my training. I have great sponsors, Gasp Official, NutriBio, Mega Fit Meals, who are in my corner and kind of backing me and supporting me. So everyone kind of lends a hand and kind of helping motivate me, push me and encourage me, and kind of just being there for whatever I need to kind of make my life much easier for me to just kind of focus directly on what I need to do to be my absolute best.
Awesome. And just my last question right here is, how is the bodybuilding community? I'm just kind of from the inside, are you friends with fellow bodybuilders? Are you how is the competition? Kind of, if you could provide some insight into how the community is with bodybuilding.
Yeah, we're very close knit, bunch, because not all of the world can do what we do. The training, I would say, it's a very small percentage, maybe 1 or 2% of the world can do this. It's very tough at times. So we all support each other, one another. We're all friends. Obviously, when we're getting on stage, it's business, right? We're all there to kind of take each other's heads off, per se. But after the stage and before and after, we're all friends. We're all supporting each other. We're all going to the same events. We're all hanging out. We're having fun. We're having dinner. So we're very close, because we understand that to the outside community, we're weirdos, right? We're freaks for what we do and what we look like. But for us, we're always supporting one another and making sure that we all have what we need whenever we need it, and kind of encouraging each other to be our best.
Awesome. Yeah, that's really good to hear.
Yeah,
That's everything I got. So I really appreciate you coming out, taking some time to do
absolutely.
this interview. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you reaching out, man. When it comes, when you guys, I guess you guys will put in the paper or whatever. Definitely let me know. I'd love to get a copy of it if I can.
Yeah.
Kind of add to the collection of Rider papers that I have already.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely see if we can get that to you. And if this recording, I'll send that to you. I'll send the edited version, obviously before we put it out. So
yeah, it'd be perfect. Yeah, let me know anything you post. Just tag me in it, and I'll definitely be reposting on my end as well.
Awesome. I really appreciate that.
All right, Christian. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Take care.
Bye-bye.